Dear sisters and brothers, this is the broadcast, English one, for the Time Chronicles number 33. It was launched at the date of 22nd of September. It was a day of Equinox, you know it. The summer was closing, and then we were entering a period of winter. Actually, a fall period has started. So it was a very nice transition day. 22nd of the ninth month and 2022. So it was a synchronization date at the same time. The energies were smooth but rapid. It was a healing energy. And if you would help someone, you would certainly receive help. So this period started on this date, and it still continues. The transition still goes on. And I will summarize in my other broadcasts how it's going to be pursued further. So, the 22nd of September, the name of the day was Blue Planetary Hand. Blue Planetary Hand. It denotes healing, helping others, doing something good for the collective. And it was about purification, self-healing, and a smooth transition. I mean, a knowing transition that you're transiting and you are passing from one state to another status. So it's if you are remaining at your center, you can self-heal, heal yourself, heal your feelings, your thoughts, and it can radiate and resonate more stronger. You can use more power for reflection. And we were entering, it was the third day of the electric moon, following the lunar moon. Electric moon is a moon, a month where you have action, communication, unexpected sudden events, radical changes. So it's not so easy to manage. Although it's about healing, it's like healing in the war. Something like that. So you have to be healing continuously, generating all the time a healing thought, healing energy. The 23rd, on the other hand, it was the day called the Yellow Spectral Star. It is about illumination, coming out, appearing, and being empowered through difficulties, because difficulties create power, more stronger human beings, actually. It is time to let go the old one, old power sources that are no longer illuminating you, that are no longer useful for the collective good. So action is needed, and we are now in a crescendo in terms of action. Even though we have plans, they may not work out, and we need to revise the plans, we need to revise programs, and we have to be open for new programs. And the 24th of September, it is also a very important day. It is called the Red Crystal Moon. It's deepening what we have understood. It's the deepening of our thoughts and our feelings, cosmic knowledge, diving into the cosmic knowledge, trying to empower yourself with the universal knowledge, catching the sources of power and, embracing them. You have to access them. And it is a very important day because the red crystal means alert at the same time. So if you do something wrong, it is very much deep down wrong, and you cannot cure it very easily. So you have to be cautious. it's like driving 300 kilometers per hour, so you have to be extremely cautious. This is how the time is passing. This is how unexpected events are in a sequence. They are appearing. I mean, it's not only one event. It's a series of events that you wouldn't expect them to happen. So therefore, all these events, we are searching for the reason why behind them, and we are deepening our thoughts, and our feelings are also very deep. So we have to summarize, for instance, briefly what was very visible during these days. For instance, on 23rd of September, at the yellow spectral star day, we saw in Istanbul a rainbow, a very unexpected dancing of the colors, double rainbow actually. It was not only one. So it was a spectral show in the skies. In Istanbul, since 7-8 years, we don't have much sunshine. We have a very thick cloud, and we believe actually agreement between the channels articulate the fact that the Federation is undertaking some operations in the beyond the cloud for Istanbul, because it's a very important area. The reflections are stronger. We will have much more stronger programs, and nothing is as it seems, or nothing is as it was known to all of us. It's interesting because we will see new things happening, and it's a revolution of consciousness, because evolution of consciousness was not enough. So we need a revolution of consciousness. We no longer have old power balances. We will no longer have old players. Actually, this will last starting from 2023, and one more year, 24. This is going to be very visible throughout these 3 years. And these 3 years seems to be seeded in these 3 consecutive days, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of September. Sometimes you just zip the time, make it a seed, and you have time seeds within the band of time. And then when necessary mechanical time passes, linear time passes by, you see the appearance of these seeds as a plant. You will see it more clearly. Let me read you the affirmations for these days. Then we will discuss some further issues. 22nd of September, the blue planetary hand. I'm reading it now. I perfect in order to know, producing healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the planetary tone of manifestation. I'm guided by the power of vision. So, the healing, the accomplishment, the clairvoyance, the vision is important during this day. Helping others, getting connections, exchanging energies. So this was important. 23rd of September, the yellow spectral star. I'm reading the affirmation. I dissolve in order to beautify, releasing art. I seal the store of elegance with the spectral tone of liberation. I'm guided by my own power doubled. This is my favorite sentence. Actually, I like this phrase, my own power doubled, and being guided by this. So we need action, but we need it elegantly. We need it, beautifully, and art. The most important art for a human being is that it's not just making some artistic masterpiece. It's the creating of himself, herself is the most important art. So, it was the 24th, the red crystal moon day. The affirmation sounds like this. I dedicate in order to purify, universalizing flow. I seal the process of universal water with the crystal tone of cooperation. I'm guided by the power of the birth. So, interesting, isn't it? It's a power of birth. It is being reborn. It is a revolution, borning out of evolution, being open for new programs, because this is how birth is going to take place, birth of new programs. So acknowledgement, respect of all channels, all universal channels, like that's how you catch the universal flow. That's how you embrace the universal knowledge that flows through all channels. So it's respect. It is acceptance. It is acknowledgement that the other channel has the birthright as you. That's why it is important. Otherwise, without respect, without acknowledgement, without seeing eye to eye with other channels, universal channels, there is no unification. So we won't be able to transcend the religious wars, and we end up carrying it further into spiritual wars. This is very dangerous, because spirituality is a single aspect. There shouldn't be any duality within it. There shouldn't be any wars, no conflicts within it. On the 25th of the 9th month, the September, was Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. Being the first religious settlement, being the first ladder step, actually, it's important to acknowledge. But we have to be going to a status which is beyond all religions. So it should be a universal unification of the philosophy behind the religions. Why are they here? What are they trying to communicate to us? What if we celebrate a single existence of acknowledgement of the heavenly thoughts, heavenly universal knowledge sets? So this is the same source, same God, if you name it differently, even though it's the same entity or it's the same mechanism. So why not unifying around something that is bigger than everything, that separates us, discriminates us? So this is the takeaway of these 3 days. And I believe they are very important in terms of contribution to the collective human consciousness, because consciousness will take us successfully through this revolution. Thank you for listening. I hope to answer your further questions.